Now on Denver 7 News, a Colorado bill aims to crack down on fentanyl, and it's making progress. Hear about the latest changes by lawmakers as it moves through the Senate.
With growing cybersecurity threats, the people being recruited to protect us may not be who you'd expect. Why there's a focus on those who have been in prison. And preventing pregnancy deaths and unexpected health consequences from labor and delivery. The technology more doctors and nurses are using for better outcomes.
A 16-year-old shot and killed at a Denver skate park. Now police are asking for your help finding the suspect. Thank you for joining us. I'm Russell Haythorne. We start out with a controversial bill aiming to put a stop to our state's fentanyl crisis. The bill focuses on tougher penalties for both dealers and users. Today, it's facing its first test in the state Senate. The bill already cleared the House, but only after several rewrites. One of the biggest changes was an amendment to make possession of 1 gram of fentanyl a felony. Before today's committee hearing, a rally was held outside the state capitol by groups that say criminalizing people will not fix the problem.
It prevents you from doing almost any professional career out there. Prevents you from getting any reliable, stable housing. The housing that you can get is in a poor area, which leaves you vulnerable to more addiction and more relapse. So it really does set a lot of barriers.
An attempt to make any amount of fentanyl possession a felony narrowly failed in the House. That's something law enforcement is particularly fighting for. The Senate is expected to make its own changes to the bill before voting on the full bill. Of course, we all have a role to play in keeping pills out of the wrong hands. This Saturday is National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. You can drop off unused prescriptions at locations around Colorado, including CU Anschutz Medical Campus. The event runs from 10 to 2 on the south side of the Fitzsimmons building. Most police departments and sheriff's offices are also participating. We talked to one man who battled addiction for 6 years. He says he was first introduced to opiates after knee surgery and quickly started abusing oxycodone.
I was rummaging through my parents' medicine cabinet and found an entirely unused bottle of Vicodin. I was like, well, there we go. I can just continue that way. And that helped me dive further into the land of opioid addiction. Leaving them just around unused, it's just making them available for the taking.
To find a list of locations where you can drop off your unused medications, head over to our website, thedenverchannel.com, and search National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. In Douglas County, the school superintendent will give an update tonight on bringing Narcan to schools. The district hopes to have it stocked on all campuses this summer. School nurses will train all staff members on how to use it in the event of an emergency. Denver police are searching for a suspect who shot and killed a 16-year-old at a downtown skate park. Police say it happened Saturday evening on 19th Street, in between the skate park and Commons Park. The victim is seen talking to people inside a dark four-door sedan before someone inside that car shoots him. Police are working to identify that car and who was inside. If you have any information, call police or Denver Metro Crime Stoppers. Vice President Kamala Harris has tested positive for COVID-19. The White House says she received positive results on both a rapid and PCR test this morning. She has not been around President Biden since the White House Easter egg roll on April 18th. Her spokesperson said she is not experiencing any symptoms at this time and will continue to isolate, working from home.
All right, topping the news feed, U.S. Supreme Court justices heard arguments about a controversial immigration policy today. President Biden wants to end a policy that lets U.S. border officials turn migrants away because of public health concerns like COVID-19. But critics say this is likely to cause a greater surge of migrants at an already stressed border. Well, family members of COVID ICU patients may emerge with post-traumatic stress disorder. That's according to a new study in JAMA Internal Medicine. Researchers surveyed family members in the months after a loved one was admitted into the ICU with COVID. The study found about 63% had significant symptoms of PTSD. Well, Beijing is now enforcing lockdowns and expanding its mass COVID testing efforts amid a new COVID-19 outbreak. While only 70 cases have been found since the outbreak surfaced on Friday, authorities have rolled out strict measures to prevent further spread. Well, it should now be easier to get the antiviral pill treatment for COVID. The White House said today it's increasing education outreach to both the public and doctors. They're hoping this will encourage prescribing Pfizer's pill to eligible people. Over the next few weeks, it plans to make this treatment available at nearly double the number of places. It also plans to federally support establishing additional test to treat locations. The pill treatment needs to be taken soon after contracting the virus. It's been shown to reduce hospitalization and death by around 90%. The Army is expanding benefits for pregnancy and parenthood. This will cover both birth and non-birth parents. A group of soldiers has been pushing for the changes that will now include more than 400,000 parents. Soldiers who give birth, adopt, have long-term care for a new child, or are single parents will now be excused from deployment and field training for 1 year. Soldiers undergoing fertility treatments will also be exempt from a permanent change of station for up to a year. An option for paying off payday loans isn't working as well as some had hoped. We're looking into why that help isn't getting to everyone who needs it.
And coming up, a unique idea for affordable housing in the Denver metro area. Hear about the new program that could bring you some extra cash.